Yo, what's goody with y'all? We back with another Rank Regs video, man. Today we're gonna be doing some post commentary gameplay. We're just gonna be kind of giving. I'm gonna give you guys my process, my thought process on every single play by play breakdowns, and how to read the zones, how to read offense, how to read defense. So I'm gonna do all of that in this game. So instead of me going to practice mode, telling you guys, oh, this is gonna work, I'm gonna try to do these in the game so you guys can really fully understand how to really play this shit. I'm really trying to teach you guys how to play Madden. But I know some of y'all, if you really interested in trying to get better at Madden, all you gotta do is pay attention to this video and really just lock in. Take notes, do what you gotta do. But before we get into it, make sure you guys like, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. Turn the bell notification on so you get notified every time I upload a video, which is every single day. So trust me, I'm be trying to bring some of these videos out every now and again. But let's go ahead and get into it. So first down. So we got first of all, our opponent. His name is King of Texas 780. So obviously this guy is in Texas. I live in Texas as well. He's using the Dallas Cowboys. So let's go ahead and get into it. So as y'all see, right here, we could have picked that. We could have arguably picked that right there. I mean, I got a cloud. I got a cloud on that side, but obviously, you know what I'm saying, like I played it, but I was trying to run back and run back and really cover some other shit. But this right here is the main thing I really want you guys to pay attention to, is that I turn match on. Turning match on. You have to make sure you turn match on. Let me see if I go back to it. I'm gonna try to pause it at the right spot, but I kind of did it so fast that But make sure match is on, as you see right here. Match is on. Turn match on, because if you don't turn match on, but you have to know what you're doing when it comes to match. Now this is just a match type of gameplay. Now I'll be giving you guys breakdowns of how this shit works. I'm giving you play-by-play breakdowns in this game on how this match shit works, because I know some of you guys are confused on why match does not work for some of you guys. Now, as you see, it says zone defenders read the routes of the receivers to determine coverage responsibilities. So that being said, your zones play like they're man, but they're not typically man. They seem like they're man to man, because they're in that zone, if that makes sense. But let's go ahead and get into it. I'm not gonna really do too much of talking. We're just gonna break this stuff down. So as you see, I got a soft squat on the left side here too. I got a soft squat on the right. I got a vert hook with 2D blues. Nothing too crazy. Now I just came out in this. I just wanted to see what he does on offense. I kind of just run whatever offense to see what he likes to do. Okay, that was a good knockout. The D-pad played that. That was a great play right there. Great play. So I'm like, okay, that was a great defense. I got to see what else he likes to do. I'm not going to switch my defense yet. Stay in cover 2. I keep my vert hook, 2 soft squats, deep blue zone. And he throws it up to CeeDee Lamb, which is probably the worst read you could possibly make. So this time I switch it up, and I decide to blitz him. Now, I want to also show you guys the best A-gap, one of the best A-gap blitzes in the game. This is in big nickel over G. I run nothing but big nickel over G, right? So what you do is I blitz both my linebackers here, right? So now, since I'm blocking forward, right? Or since I'm pretty much blitzing four down linemen, right? Now I'm blitzing my linebackers. So that means he's blocking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's blocking 5 guys, and I'm sending in 6. So somebody's gonna come in free. In order for this blitz to really work, what I did is I used him. Blitzed him in, and then I just kind of took away whatever route that he could have potentially went to. And then we get the ball back. That's fine. Now we get on defense. Now, I noticed that he brings over, what is this? I think this is Malik Hooker. I think he brings Malik Hooker over here. Now, this is my indication that it's man, because nobody's going to bring their safety down like that. And then you also got these 3 guys on this left side. You got these 3 guys on this left side who are just kind of like, they're like kind of man-to-lined up. So I'm like, this got to be a man-to-man, right? Hike the ball, and the first thing I see is this. Soon as I see this, I have to get rid of this ball. I got to get rid of this ball. That's why I threw it right over there R1. I probably could have got away with throwing it to X right there, but that's cool. We can live with that. And I know, okay, so at this point, I know he's running mid blitz. He's running mid blitz. He backs his linebackers up. So I mic him. I'm like, okay, all right, okay, mid blitz. So this time we try to go wheel route here. But I noticed this off the rip that he had a zone back there. Now, I could have probably threw this like right then and there, but I didn't want to risk. The deep zone getting to that ball. We threw it down to Jamar Chase, third down and 5. That's cool. We taking that all day long. Now we move on here. We're flipping through the plays. We're trying to figure out what we want to do here, because I know for a fact that he's blitzing. We know for a fact he's blitzing. We're gonna try to mix it up a little bit. We got a gun bunch. We're gonna block our running back to give us a little bit more time. We're gonna motion over our tight end, block our tight end, and then we're gonna put our running back on a wheel with a drag from there. We throw it over there. Great dot. And great dot. Hit that safety that they had manned up, was never going to get there. We try the RPO here. It wasn't there. It was manned up. Great run by Mixon. And we get up to about the 4-yard line. So I try to run the ball again, thinking that we can probably get the weak box off. No, he runs in free, gets a crazy tackle right there. And that's going to cause a disruption there. It's 3rd down and 3. So this time we like, okay, we got to figure something out here. And so we go drag. We go drag from Higgins. And I try to slide him over the slant. Because I know it's man-to-man. And we put Jamar Chase on a zig right here. So the main read is really a zig. So we see the zig. Boom, we hit it. Easy touchdown. Zig. Man-to-man zigs, you're easy cook. Now, this setup here was kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys seen that. I kind of skimmed through. Let me go back and I want to show you guys the setup. Now, I switched up the setup this time. So I went curl. I went soft squat, curl flat. Another soft squat with this being my user here. So I'm probably most likely gonna blitz him, and we're gonna roll out with this. Now, look at how Match plays. Match plays this completely good, because right there we got guys there. He only gets 3 yards off that soft squat. Now this time we go clouds, and then pretty much everything's pretty much covered. But you see, this guy gets wide open. And let me tell you the reason why he gets open. Is because since I'm in cover 2 match, what happens is, since this guy's in a deep half, and CD Lamb are pretty much brought this zone back. Since this guy here realizes that he's open on the back end, he goes covers that, which is cool. That's smart. That's smart to go do that. You cover this guy, because if he throws that, that's a pick. But he threw it right here, which is the best read possible. Best read. I can't really get mad at it. I'm like, whoa, great read. Okay. Gallup gets the crazy read right there. We move on to the next play. And I mean, this is just great. That's just great defense. Like, that's honestly great defense right there. Great defense, great setup. Now you see, I went outside third with the deep half, outside third deep half with a curl, and you see how these guys matched up on this. I mean, I'm pretty much following the drag, taking his read. I mean, obviously his read really is the running back. That's really his read, because I mean nothing else is open. The corner route's not open. And I'm not really worried about it at this point, because I pretty much let my curl pretty much cover these 2 guys. I'm not worried about that. He decides to step up in the pocket. That's cool. Gets a nice run with Dak. I'm surprised he didn't fumble there. That should have been a fumble, but that's fine. We're gonna keep it pushing. But as y'all see how Match is really playing these routes a little bit weird. So as you see, I went double hard flat with the 2 deep blues. And cover 2 has a great route combination. So you see, like, look at this. The hard flat is playing this, right? Even if he throws to the tight end right here, the hard flat will go. The hard flat is gonna run with the tight end. That's a tackle. It's a tackle every time, probably 2 or 3 yards. He throws it to the running back. His read right there was really Gallup on that back end. That was his read right there. That should have been a touchdown. Now, he made a great read right here. He made a great read on this play at the start. He made a great read. It was just that was probably the best read he possibly could have made. And I don't know what I did with number 20. Okay, I made him up. What I did right there was man up right there. Oh, that was the other play. Never mind. That was the other play. So I went vert hook here. Now I'm surprised when I matched, because what happens when the vert hook is here, he's supposed to match that. But for some reason, he got over it. You see how he kind of slid over and just didn't play it? But that's on me. That's cool. All right, so now we get on defense. Now we get on offense. Now he gives me a weird, different look. Now this looks like to me, this looks like cover 2 man. The reason why I say it looks like cover 2 man, because he got this guy pressed up. This guy's pressed up. This guy's right here. So I'm like, okay, it's got to be man to man. So what I do is I streak him, thinking that number 80 will break that release off of him. And like I say, it is cover 2 man. Like I say right there, it's cover 2 man. You see Higgins beats his guy off his route, and you see he's number 7 is covering him. But really, you see why I threw this, because the deep half is running over here to the left. He's running to the left, but what happens, as soon as I release this ball, he's already running over here like he got deep out zone KO. He grabs that pick. Malik Hooker goes crazy. He gets the pick. I'm like, oh, shit. We got a game here. We got to figure something out. So I decided to send some pressure at him. We get the pressure. That's cool. Get the crazy play. Now this setup, I go hard flat and I man up this guy here. And obviously, I don't know how that's not picked or something. I need something. So I decided to do the same thing because nothing was pretty much open. He decides to run right there. His read was down the middle of the field, but obviously he didn't see it. That's cool. We get the ball back. He kick 3. So this time I try to go with a different setup and try to switch it up. I go double drag with a deep post. And obviously there's nothing open on this. I could have probably hit my circle drag and probably could have just gained a few yards from that. That's cool. Now this time I noticed that he's obviously in man to man. So I'm like, okay, let me do wheel routes with the deep post with a corner. Well, I decided to put him on streak, but I go outside. I feel like that read right there to Chase was the good read, but we tried to hit Higgins right there. We didn't get it. So we just load up next play. We throw it to the running back. You know what I'm saying? We get the first down. 3rd down to 10. Obviously, we needed that first. That's huge. So now we come out here. We notice it's man-to-man again. We block our running back. We block our tight end because obviously we want to get as much time as possible. Then I motion over number 80, put him on a slant. Now this, I know this was man-to-man. Chase beats him off that route. Boom. It's out of bounds. Great catch by Jamar Chase. Now this time I just I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Let's run the ball. We get the runoff. That guy come through the gap every single time. He comes through that gap every single time. But this time I tried to set up the run because when I run the ball, I normally typically go to my RPO so I can have 2 options. Just in case my run gets blown up, I just throw it to the RPO. But this time I tried to weak box him, which it did work. Everything was picked up. Now you see how I had to stop to get here. Which means I had to stop to get around and go out here. This was the runway I had. I could have potentially ran here and ran there. And I probably could have got at least to about maybe the 20 to 15 yard line, depending on how good those blocks were. But that's cool. We live with it. 3rd and 2, we'll live with it. And now at this point in time, I see that he's bringing his guy down. He's obviously blitzing. We take the delay. I'm like, okay. Now, I try to slide Jamar Chase over for the deep post because I know it's man-to-man. But what happened here is this is definitely something you guys got to peep. Now here, everything's pretty much covered. Circle is literally my only option here that I have because Chase is literally covered on the back end of that. But what happens is, I think, Malik Hooker that picked it? Malik Hooker was literally, I don't know how he picked that shit, but he had Malik Hooker right here. And I think he had Malik Hooker in like a vert hook or something right here. He ran over there. He clicked off. He ran over on the vert hook. Boom, gets the pick. Now he's in perfect position to try to go up 2 scores on me. I'm like, nah, I can't have it. I can't have it. So we get decent pressure back down there. We get the sheds. Great tackle, great play, great defense. So now I go hard flat with the hook, with cover 3 shell. Everything's pretty much covered. The cloud's going to come down and play it. 3rd down and 4. So now I'm trying to think about how I want to set it up. I do man up this guy, but at the same time, I do man him up. Everything's pretty much covered. I go cover the running back. And you see how my cloud is playing this shit. My cloud's playing this shit. We're sitting there. I got 2 guys sitting there. He has nothing open. There's absolutely nothing open there. He tries to run verticals. It didn't work. Throws the ball short. Glad he didn't have the arm for that. That's cool. So this time, this setup here, I go for the blitz. I have a purple on this left side. And then I got 3D blues. So I'm like, it's 4th down and 4. I need that ball back. So I tend to send heat, and when you want to send heat, if you're gonna send heat, make sure this green circle or this green rectangle and this arrow right here is here, because what happens is that since the linebackers, or since you're standing here, the blocker thinks that you're blitzing. So what happens is when you hike the ball, that this blocker is gonna let up. This blocker is gonna let up, which means you let your let your linebackers come in free. As you see, this is a prime example of that. And so as soon as you hike the ball, just run back. Boom. This guy ends up coming in free. This guy right here comes up. He comes in right free. Boom. He doesn't even have time to get that ball off. He was going to hit probably one of these 2 guys. So this time, we good. We're back on offense. I'm looking at his abilities because I'm trying to figure out if number 80 could beat him off the press. Because I know, obviously, it is man-to-man, right? So I'm thinking maybe number 80 could beat him off the press. That's why I flipped it. But instead, I noticed something quite different. I was like, let's see what he likes to do on this play. So we hike the ball, and automatically I noticed that he gets fucking just fried over here by Micah Parsons. It's Micah Parsons, though. Micah Parsons, by the way, I can't really get mad at that. He takes away the middle, but the flat over there on that right side was just the only thing I had open. So this time we come out, we throw the RPO here. Easy touchdown. Nothing complaining about that. Easy play. Easy play, simple play, come down. We good. Now listen. Now, this is something you don't do when you play Madden. I'm not going to lie. Jurtle. Now, there's nothing wrong with jurtling. It's a high risk, high reward type of thing. But if you're going to jurtle, you got to do it at your own risk. He did at his own risk, and now it's going to cost him. It's going to cost him because now he doesn't get ball. He's giving me a chance with the ball back before halftime, and now I have a chance to get the lead and go. All right, so now, as you see, look at the route combinations here. I put R1 on a wheel here, and I put number 80 on a curl with Higgins on the in route, and then I got Smith Jr. running a drag. And then obviously I got the post from Jamar Chase. Decided to run this, thinking I'm really just looking at the running back. My main objective right here is running back, but I potentially could have hit Jamar Chase right there because he fried Diggs. He fried him. But right there, we just couldn't get it. That's cool. He gets a great stop. Great defense. And I'm like, okay. He comes out in the same defense again. So I noticed that this could be like a cover 2 shell. So I'm thinking maybe the corner route could get open. I'm thinking the corner route was gonna get open here, and I'm looking dead at this. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, that corner route's not covered. Corner route's covered, and the only read I possibly could have made right here is circle, but I just didn't want to risk it. I decided to run with Joe Burrow to try to get a couple more yards back. We get tackled in the backfield here. Now this time he switched it. And let me tell you the reason why. This next play, he comes out in cover 2. He backs his guys up. Now, cover 2, you can easily tell when there's 2 deep safeties in the backfield. And let alone he's not base aligned. So if you're not base aligned, it's easier for me to tell what type of coverage you're in. And I couldn't get the play off here in time. I was definitely gonna put number 80 on a streak and just throw the ball to him right there. Like you see, like I did that was the first adjustment I did. I left the play stock pretty much. And so when it comes down to cover two, so when it comes down to cover two, you got this cover two guy. So look at the routes. So this guy right here, if he's in the deep half, he's most likely got to play in between both. So if he comes too far over here to the left, I can throw it in right here. And there's no way he's gonna get over here to the middle. And then if he plays a little bit in, I can throw it to the outside. So you can kind of exploit the deep path just depending on how they play. So as you see, let him hike the ball here. And as you see right here, he's covered on this left side, but really in reality, he's not covered. He's really in this dude right here is literally in like a cloud, like a 25-yard, 30-yard cloud. But what happens is I end up throwing it right down the middle because you see he's too far committed over here. So I'm like, okay, that's a dot. We get the easy ball. Malik Hooker gets a tackle, whatever, touchdown. Free form completion. Easy bread. Now we come in, and I mean, as you see match, we're covering everything. Like match is covering. Like pay attention to how match, this cover three match that I'm running is really working. It's really working, making him think about what route combinations he got to put out in this field. As you see, I did a hard flat. Here, and you see him covering the zig. This guy's covered. I mean, everything's pretty much covered. Everything's pretty much bagged. Throws it up. DJ Turner comes down with a pick, and now we good. We're in a good situation. We got ball before half, and we loading up. Now, this time I noticed that he come out in the same type of defense. I already noticed his defense, and it's cover three. Reason why it's cover three, there's one deep safety back there. One deep safety, and then you got this safety that's backed off. These two safeties are backed off, which means okay, it's probably cover three. Like I said, it's cover three because you got this guy. He's backing up. Outside third, in middle third, another outside third. And I mean, the read here was either X or triangle for however I wanted to throw that. Boom, we get that, and we go down. Now, I don't know why the hell I went down because I was looking at the clock, and I seen Van Der Esch behind me, and then we just got cooked. Like again here, he comes out in cover two. The two guys are here. Now, obviously, it might not be cover two, but obviously, you know what I'm saying, this could be cover two or cover four, but I automatically assumed it was cover two because, like I said, I'm used to seeing it. But when you hike the ball, you really got to pay attention to how he plays it. So if you look at him, he's running back. He's running back over here. So that tells me, oh, deep half. And if number 34 right here, he's not following number 80, that's a free touchdown. You pass lead that inside right there. As you see, like this is that circle radius I was talking about, but I free formed it. Pass it right there. Easy touchdown. Easy touchdown down cover two. That's how you break cover two right there. Cover two, you can pass it down the middle, down the sideline, does not matter. So we come out here, he's in third down. It's 28-10, this is pretty much game. We getting crazy sacks. He had his flat wide open on the right side. He just didn't take it for some odd reason. We go curl flat. We man up number 13. And we set it up. I mean, look how these guys are covering. The only thing I had to cover was the middle. That's the only thing I had to cover right there was the middle. But now we go hard flat. And I mean, look how these guys are matching the routes. Everything's pretty much covered. I got the hard flat here. He throws this, like I say, if he throws it to the hard flat here, it's covered. And as you see, my outside third is literally playing this like he's in a purple. He's playing this like he's in a purple. And so we already got him manned up, which is great. Now he decides to run this. You see my outside third running with number 13, which is Gallup. But my inside third is the first one to react to this ball, which is kind of crazy because inside thirds do not react to passes that come over here. They just don't. But this time he does, which is great. You see Taylor Britt, he comes off his route, he plays it. That's great defense. Great defense. This is the best match defense of all time, I swear. We're boxing that up. Easy pick. Easy picks right there. Now we switch it up. We got this little setup that we got. So we go streak with the post, with pretty much double post with a backside dig. backside in route here. So we hike this ball. I'm thinking like maybe we can probably get some cooking. Hike this ball. He comes straight in through the gap. I didn't even see him until it was too late. But if you see, really, if you pay attention, I probably could have had Higgins late. But that's cool. Second down and 20. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So this time we try the backside post again. Boom, it's open. It's cover 3 look again. We get out of there, man. We get up out of there. Tried to shake him. Tried to get a little sticky on him. Couldn't really make some shake right there. First down and 10. Come out here. We throw it over here. I don't know why we threw that. That was a terrible read, but at the same time, we kind of got lucky because Gilmore has flat zone KO. So really, I should have dropped that. Now this time right here, we try to throw to Mixon right there between the zones. It just didn't work. So I'm like, all right, it's 3rd and 4. And my main objective right here is to try to score as fast as possible, so we can, get up out of this game. So this time I went flat. I went flat 80, and then I went pretty much a backside dig with the post, or not the post, the corner route. So I'm really looking at the flat. So we run the flat. Boom. Nothing's pretty much open. I mean, probably if I threw it to Higgins right here, maybe I could have probably had him, but I just didn't want to risk it. Nothing's pretty much open. We in the pocket. We pretty much chilling. He gets a sack. Great defense. So this time I'm like, you know what? I got to see what we can do here. So I'm like, okay, let's try the wheel route again, see if it's open. And I see it. Once I see he breaks through, the zone's there. Now, this arguably could have been a pick, but if you see where I freeformed it up, which is above this reticle. There's a circle where there's a reticle where the ball is like where the pass could be at. But you can still pass it outside of that reticle when it comes down to it. So, when you pass the ball outside of the reticle, ball goes up a little bit higher. But if you look at it from the angle they threw it, I don't feel like there's a way he could have got that. But it looked like he could have got it. Y'all let me know. So here we go. Now, I don't even know what this is. I don't know what this is right here. Boom, hit stick. Get the ball back. We cooling. I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. So we try to wheel route again, thinking he's gonna fall for it. I got a flat here, pretty much covers that. That's cool. Obviously, this kind of looks like a cover 2 shell because this guy's here. He got a guy here, and this looks like a hook, mid-read hook with 2 flats, and he covered that. That's cool. And he manned up Chase on the left side. So I go RPO. We get the RPO. We get up to the outside. We get over there. Just easy touchdown. Boom. We score. Simple as that. Easy work. Now, I was playing this game. As y'all see, I was obviously playing this game, and my game just decided to just not work. So I'm literally stuck on the screen. So I want y'all to see this shit. Like, you see me just chilling. I'm sitting there looking like, what the fuck going on? Like I'm lost. Like, I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm dead ass locked in. I'm sitting there looking at the screen. I'm like, what I'm thinking about. I'm sitting there thinking about my adjustments. But in reality, the game over here done sat and froze on me. So I'm like, all right, bet. So we end up pausing the game. We end up looking at the record. They didn't count the game. They obviously didn't count my game. And I don't know. I don't want to load back. I don't even want to load up Madden just to look. But, they didn't count the game. And I restarted the game and came back in. And as you see, nothing. I'm on a 4-game win streak still. And as you see, the last person I played was Afrobatic. I played some dude, Afrobatic. So I'm like, that ain't the dude I just played. So I go check. I go check my history. Ain't nothing there. But, man, if you guys want more breakdown videos like this, man, like breaking down a match, breaking down, certain things that you guys want me to teach you guys and show you guys. But that's my mindset on how I play this game. It's so easy, but it's not hard at the same time. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, man, make sure you like, share, subscribe if you're new. And I'm out this bit. Hey.